In this video, we're going to take you along with us as we spend one full week island hopping along Indonesia's three main Gili Islands: Gili T, Gili Meno and Gili Air.
So we are actually starting our week of island hopping along the Gilis here on the main island, which is Gili T. This is kind of known as like the most popular kind of party island. This is where a lot of the nightlife is. Then Gili Meno, which we're actually moving to tomorrow, is known as like the honeymoon island supposedly. And then after that we're going to go to Gili Air, which is kind of a combination of both from what we have been told. So we're really looking forward to checking them out. But we have now been here on Gili T for roughly 4, I think maybe 5 days, and honestly it has been so good. We have done quite a bit of lounging around on the beaches because the beaches here are beautiful, loads of lovely white sand. We've done quite a bit of snorkeling and the snorkeling has been absolutely wicked. We have seen so many turtles. It has been so good, and we also have done our fair share of kind of partying along here as well.
So the Gili Islands here are really small. There's no roads, there's no vehicles, but there's a lot of cycle bikes, and as soon as we got to the island we rented ourselves some bikes, and it's a great way just to get around the island. Even though the island's small, it does take like 30-40 minutes on the bike to cycle the whole way around. So if you're walking, it takes quite a bit of time, but we're gonna hop on the bikes now and go for a little cycle around.
Let's rock!
Bicycles aren't the only way to get around. There are loads of horse and carts the whole way around the island as well, but we haven't got any of them.
So Gili T isn't just known as the party island, it's known for a few other reasons as well. And when you come up to the kind of the north side of the island, there's a lot of chill kind of reggae bars up at this end, and there's a lot of happy sheikhs, we'll say, floating around up at this end. It's pretty chill, pretty relaxed, and it's just a lot of like wee beach shacks, nearly wee beach bars, loads of bean bags out. In the evening time they light loads of fires up here as well, so it's a very chilled but different vibe. But literally the whole way around this island there's so much going on. There's something for everybody. If you come as a family, come as a couple, come as like a party goer, holiday goer, there's something for everybody, and it's just such a cool and chill place. I got the walk. Push the bike.
Too much sand.
Too much sand. So there's actually also a night market here on the island right beside the harbour, and it has been great for picking up food in the evening time for dinner and for snacks, because it's really cheap and really tasty and good, and there's so much variety. And some of the restaurants here are quite pricey, so it's been a good alternative for us to save a wee bit of money as well.
It's so good. So as Eoin said, there really is something for everyone on this island. We're actually heading over to like Sunset side, which is a lot more like relaxed. There's really nice resorts. There's open air like cinemas on the beach with bean bags. It's really cool. And we're actually gonna go over there and do some snorkeling before sunset. Hello. Hello. So there's actually a few different like turtle points across the island, so we're actually heading to one of those now.
Okay, let's go find some turtles.
Woo!
my god, that was so good.
So good. We've seen so many turtles.
Oh, there is so many turtles all around the island here. It is absolutely incredible, and we know there's loads more turtles around Gili Meno and Gili Air, which is where we're heading next. So So we're hoping to see loads more over the next couple of days. But we have come out now because we were looking to catch the sunset. However, it doesn't look like there's going to be much of a sunset.
It's pretty cloudy today.
Yeah, but we're going to catch whatever we can. We're going to leave this part of the video here and we will pick this up again tomorrow morning when we're on the boat heading to Gili Meno.
Woo!
Okay, it is now the next day, so let's hop in the boat and go check out Gili Meno.
Arrived to Gili Meno. It literally took us like 10 minutes on the boat, but we have no accommodation booked, so our first priority is to find somewhere to stay.
Okay, so we just dropped off our bags. We found an accommodation really close to the pier. It was really cheap and it'll do for one night because that's all we're going to stay here in Meno. And we've come out now for a wee bit of food because we're really hungry. So I ordered a nasi goreng ayam, which is a chicken fried rice. Ashleen's got a pasta carbonara, and we're right here on the beachfront. It is really beautiful and it's so warm today. So we're going to eat these and then we're going to go explore the rest of Gili Meno. So Gili Meno is actually the smallest of the 3 Gili Islands here, and it's the one right in the middle as well. So it's not going to take us too long, we think, to walk around the whole island. We think we could probably do it in like 30-40 minutes maybe, and we're not going to rent a bike when we're here because it is so small. We're just going to walk around. But there's 2 main reasons that we wanted to come here and to stay on the island as well, and that's because there's 2 really good snorkeling spots. One of them is like an underground statue kind of area that we think is called the Gili Wall, and we're going to go try check it out now. And then there's also a shipwreck around the island that you can go and snorkel around too. So that's our plan for the day. We're probably going to spend most of the day in the water, but we are going to try to check out as much as possible around the island here as well. But to be honest, we don't think there's actually too much happening around here. This is the quiet, chilled and like honeymoon style of island as well. So we're going to go find our snorkel spots now, hop in the water and go and try to find the underground statues. Also just realized I called them underground statues and they're definitely underwater, not underground. So we're gonna go try find them now.
People actually come to Gili Meno on like a boat trip from either Gili Air or Gili T, and a lot of the time they come on like snorkeling tours and things like that. So the island is a lot quieter, there's not that many people around. We've literally seen like a handful of people now that we've walked around the island for like 30 minutes, but it's really nice. The beaches are so lovely, and it seems to be a lot like sandy, or the paths and everything as well. So I think if we did have a bicycle we would be pushing it around quite a bit. Hey.
Trying to do some research to find where these things are underwater that we can't see. But I think they're here. You ready to go find a shipwreck and some turtles?
Let's go! Woo!
Oh wow, that was ridiculous, stupid, painful and not enjoyable at all. Whenever we were trying to get out to the water was so far out and there was so much coral, but we were like, we can keep going, it'll be okay, and we did. And then the snorkeling was actually good. We seen loads of fish, we seen a couple of turtles, it was great. But we didn't find the shipwreck, unfortunately. We think it's like a lot deeper than what we originally thought it was going to be. So I don't think we're going to be able to find it today. And then whenever we were coming back into the water, or in from the water out to the beach again, the coral was so bad. We have so many cuts, so many new scrapes and stuff as well in our body. And it just took ages and wasn't a very enjoyable experience. So we're back on land now, back on the beach. We're going to walk up to where we think like the statues are, kind of located in front of the beach, check it out and see if it's going to be possible for us to actually walk and swim out to them. And if not, maybe go look for somebody to take us out in a boat, because we're just not willing to go over all the coral again. It was just stupid, sore and just not fun at all. So we'll go check out the bit of the beach where the statues are first, and then we'll take it from there and we'll see what happens, I suppose. How's your cuts?
So sore. I was so stupid.
So stupid!
So stupid!
So us. The mission begins, the fight with the coral. So we are just out of the water and we have just came away from the beach. We found the statues, no problem at all.
It was quite easy. You could just find all the people like kicking their legs.
Yeah, a lot of people around, and like honestly it was so cool. We're so glad we found it, so glad we went out. And our wee like kind of trick to hold our like flip-flops or sandals with like the rope over us worked really well. Our feet were like 100%, but like the statues were just
so good.
Super
when we
cool.
first went out, it was so clear,
Yeah.
but just before we got out of the water, it actually got really cloudy.
Yeah.
So we got like a really good time out of the statues, just swimming around, and at one stage there was no other people either.
Yeah, near the end, all of the boats, everybody else that had come on the snorkeling trips, they got back in the boats and left. So we had the whole thing to ourselves for like 5 or 10 minutes, and honestly, it was wicked. But we know there's a big lake in the middle of the island here as well, so we're gonna go and look for it and hopefully check it out as well. Loving Ashleen's fashion sense today.
Towels on towels on towels.
Towel on towel on towel. Rocking it,
You want
as
some
always.
fashion advice, you come to me.
Don't come to Ashleen, I think. We find it.
You like my cape?
Pew, 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 pew. We are now back round to the pier and back where we started this morning, and we have just finished our full lap of the island. And to be honest with you, the island here is beautiful, but there's literally nothing happening.
There's hardly any people about.
Yeah.
There's no real atmosphere.
No.
But it is really nice, and we
Yeah.
have enjoyed coming here and checking it out for ourselves.
Yeah, and that is what we expected. We didn't come here expecting there to be a buzz, expecting loads of people. We came here thinking it was going to be very quiet, very remote, and very kind of chilled, and that's exactly what it is. But tomorrow we're heading to Gili Air for I think 2 days. So we're getting the public boat, which is roughly around 9:45 in the morning, we think. There's only 2 public boats per day that go between the Gili Islands, so it leaves I think 9:30 from Gili T, which we got this morning, drops off here in Gili M, and then goes to Gili Air. So it'll be the same boat we're getting tomorrow, and then there's a second boat at 4 p.m. So I think we're going to call it here for today, grab a bit of dinner, maybe have an early night, and we'll see you in the morning.
Bye. Good morning. It's time to go and explore our last Gili Island, which is Gili Air. Woo!
Gili Air.
So we have just got checked in. We actually found this accommodation on Agoda, so we just decided to walk here and come and check it out for ourselves. On some of these like smaller islands, we've been tending to do this so that we can check out the room, and sometimes you can get it a lot cheaper as well. This was only like £10 a night, and it is so nice. It's like a studio apartment kind of thing, lovely big double bed, sofa, kitchen area. It's great, but we're gonna drop off our bags now and go out and explore Gili Air.
Okay, so we have just ordered a couple of bicycles from our accommodation. They're not too good, they're a wee bit old, a wee bit squeaky, but they will do. So we're going to head out and do a bit of a cycle around the island. So the street we're on at the minute is literally directly opposite the pier where you come off the boats. And we think this is like one of the main streets. There's loads of wee shops, loads of wee like souvenir places, places selling clothes. And it's a proper like nice islandy vibe. It's really chill, really cool.
Walking again.
It's quite funny because you can only cycle so far in most of these islands, and then you get to like really sandy parts where you have to push the bike, so we don't mind.
Pushing the bike's really difficult. I don't know what part of it's easy for you. It's like,
Going slow, baby. I am tired of the mind games everybody seems to play.
We actually find it pretty funny whenever you come to some of these smaller islands because there's so much to do, but at the same time there's like nothing to do really. Like you come here and you kind of cycle around, you walk around a wee bit, you eat, you drink, you swim a wee bit in the sea, and that's about it, and you just chill out and relax. But we absolutely love the island life. It is so nice, so chill, and this island of Gili Air in particular has been so beautiful so far. And there we go, we have just done another full lap of the island. That's the third Gili Island that we've like fully looped. And this one is honestly beautiful. It's really, really nice. There's loads of wee beachfront restaurants, wee cafes, bars and things as well. And the wee in-between streets is actually lovely as well. But we're gonna head back to our accommodation now because it is so warm today and we got really badly burnt yesterday. So I think we're gonna head back there, chill out for a wee bit, put on some cream and recover for a wee while. But what a first day and a first few hours here in Gili Air. We are having a blast so far. And that is us back to our wee apartment, to our accommodation, and what a spot, what a place.
So nice. I think it actually might be my favourite Gili Island.
I think personally I prefer Gili T, but as Aisling said, she prefers it here.
It's a nice mixture of the two islands though, without being too party.
It is definitely, this is definitely what we expected. This is more chill with a wee bit kind of party nightlife. We're hoping later on, but it looks like there's good bars and stuff around. Gili Meno was very quiet, very relaxed and chill, and Gili T is exactly what we thought. Gili T is the party spot, yeah, so it's good. But we have loved our week hopping along the Gili Islands here in Indonesia. What a time it has been, but unfortunately this is pretty much our last stop off here in Indonesia before we leave and fly to our next country. So yeah, we're leaving here in a few days time.
We're going back to Bali. And then we're flying on. So we have loved our time in Indonesia so much, but we can't wait for our next adventure.
Yeah, it has been wicked, and we really hope that you've enjoyed this video and that you've made it this far, and hopefully you will continue to follow us along on our next adventure in a brand new country. See you later.
See ya.
Bye.